Hey guys, it's Matt Owen. I'm here in New York City, famous for Broadway theater, an iconic skyline, that awesome summery hot garbage smell, and quite possibly the best, but certainly the most varied and plentiful food of anywhere in the States. So come along with me as I show you my 13 must-hit places to eat in the Big Apple. Interesting fact, New York is called the Big Apple because it's shaped exactly like a Granny Smith. I'm being told we cannot verify that last statement. So, seeing as this is New York, let's start this little food journey with something so iconically New York, it's almost synonymous with the city itself, pizza. First up, Fara. To say this place is out of the way is putting it lightly. Take the Q train about halfway to Coney Island, get off at Avenue J in Brooklyn, and you end up at Fara. A no-frills little joint where the wait can be over an hour, the ambience is about as simple as it gets, but the pizza very well may be the greatest in the city. The owner, Dom DeMarco, has been making pizza here for over 50 years, and it shows. You basically have two main options for your style of pizza, square or regular. There are a bunch of different options for toppings, but I always go with the simple plain slice. Greasy, cheesy perfection with a generous portion of fresh basil snipped with scissors over the top. The allure of this place lies in its history, its simplicity, but most importantly, its beyond perfect pies. No, I'm not going to say that's the best pizza in the world because how could I possibly know that? But I'm not going to say it's the best pizza in the world. Unreal. Just old school, classic, perfect, delicious. This is New York at its finest. Next up, whereas Fara is as old school as it gets, my next two pizza joints are new school. Franny's in Brooklyn serves up a bunch of fantastic pizzas. Incredible crust, meticulously sourced ingredients, the perfect balance of toppings to dough. My personal favorite is the tomato, sausage, and fiorda latte. Simple, sausagey, tasty. Cannot go wrong here. The third pizza place is Marta, another quote-unquote new school place. The pizza here is wood fire roasted, thin crusted and crispy, reminiscent of the pizza I've had in Rome. I love the basic but beyond creamy stracciatella and the fungi pizza, a mushroom lover's personal little round piece of heaven. This place also has one of the top affordable wine lists in the city. Eat, drink, and be merry. Another New York staple is the bagel, and for that I have two favorite spots in the city. In my humble opinion, Absolute Bagels on 107th and Broadway have the greatest bagels on the planet. When I lived in New York City, this was my spot. I couldn't count the amount of times I've eaten one of these doughy wonders. I've been coming here for 12 years. When I first graduated college and moved to New York City, this is the first meal I had in New York City, and I just keep coming back. I get the onion bagel with the salmon and chive cream cheese. I could not possibly recommend anything more. It's heaven. It's just the best. They're the best. It's just a perfect piece of food. The bagels themselves are crispy on the outside and toasted, chewy on the middle. The cream cheese is amazing. They make all their cream cheese in-house, and they are the friendliest people you will meet anywhere. Every time I come here, it feels like coming home. Come here, eat this bagel, or I will be very disappointed in you. The next place to get a bagel is a slightly more upscale and trendy but equally fantastic Jewish deli/restaurant called Russ and Daughters. The most popular option is probably the Nova Scotia lox on a bagel, but I say be a little different. Get the smoked Scottish salmon on a bialy. A bialy is very similar to a bagel, but quite possibly even better. I usually come here for breakfast and brunch, and while there may be a bit of a wait, this place is as good as it gets. And while we're on the subject of brunch, let's talk about the brunch at Osteria Morini in Soho. This place is a mid-range joint offering up dishes from the famed Emilia-Romagna region of Italy, and while everything on the menu is incredible, my favorite thing here is the giant raviolo on the brunch menu. A skillfully handmade raviolo stuffed with ricotta and an egg yolk and tossed in brown butter. This is one of the sexiest things I've eaten in my life. Just talking about it is making my mouth water. Next up, let's hit some amazing Chinese food. Xi'an Famous Foods. This little hole-in-the-wall place has a bunch of locations, so just pick the one closest to where you're staying and indulge in some of the best noodles I've had in the States. They hand pull them to order, and I cannot begin to describe how delectable they are. My favorite dishes are the N1, a plate of spicy cumin lamb noodles, and the N9, the slightly sweet pork noodles. Hand pulled, mouth eaten. Those are so good. Also, the stewed pork and spicy cumin lamb burgers are awesome too. Every time I step off the plane in New York, this is probably the first place I eat. It is just plain redonkulous. Another great spot for Asian food, albeit from an entirely different country's cuisine, in this case Japanese, is Totto Ramen. This place is just special. A little basement hideaway where the wait times can be long. It is always worth the wait. It differentiates itself by using chicken broth instead of the traditional pork broth of most ramen places. The ramen is salty, spicy, rich with flavor. The noodles are excellent. This is just some of the best ramen I've had outside of Tokyo.
God, that's good. So spicy. Amazing. That pepper went down the wrong tube. That's delicious.
The next few places on this list are newer to me, but they were all so damn good I had to come back for more. Let's start off with a charming little spot called Cannibal. As the name would suggest, this is not a vegetarian restaurant. A little place dishing up some of the best off-the-cut charcuterie in Manhattan, rad homemade sausages, and one of my single favorite little plates of food in the city, the lamb heart tartare. This dish is f***ing amazing.
Oh my God, that's good. So hearty.
Also, the ambiance is fantastic. They have a little covered garden out back, and the craft beer and cider list is more than impressive. Next up is a newer restaurant. I actually just ate here on their 2-year anniversary, Wildair. This has got to be one of the best new restaurants in the city. Everything I had here was nothing short of spectacular. But if there's one must-eat thing on the menu, it's the fried squid and lemon with squid ink aioli. Holy Mother of God, this dish is profoundly memorable. The scallop crudo was also awesome, the clams were so good, and the desserts were to die for. Come here, you will thank me later. I accept thank yous in the form of PayPal, Venmo, or fried squid with squid ink aioli. Next up, Cosme. A high-end Mexican restaurant, the flavors here are as authentic as they are delicious. Recently voted one of the top 50 restaurants in the world, it absolutely lives up to the hype. It's a little spendier than most of the places on this list, but not outrageous, especially given the quality of their products, the attention to detail, the beautiful ambiance, and the plain old deliciousness of the food. Everything we had was amazing. The cobia al pastor is a must, the pork was insane, tender, and the pineapple puree was unlike anything I've ever eaten. We also tried the soft shell crab and a green mole that would even make people from Oaxaca raise an impressed eyebrow.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
This was a memorable meal that I won't soon forget.
My favorite part about this meal is that one of the top 50 restaurants in the world just gave me crab.
And finally, we close our tour back where we started, in Brooklyn. The Commodore is an unassuming little dive bar in Williamsburg that doesn't even have a sign. And you know what? It doesn't need one. It's been there forever, and they make probably the best fried chicken sandwich I've ever had. It's quite literally a perfect sandwich. They also serve one of my favorite drinks in the city. I don't know what it's called, but it's a Bloody Mary shot thingy. It's basically a shot of tequila, lime juice, and Bloody Mary mix. Throw them back and chow down on the delicious, artery-clogging, magical, had to have been made by wizards fried goodness.
Oh God, that is so good. That is almost as good as the mood lighting in here.
Our final stop on this little food journey is more of a place to grab a drink, but it's so awesome I had to include it on the list. The rooftop bar at the Wythe Hotel in Williamsburg has some great drinks, but most importantly, one of the best views of Manhattan from anywhere in the city. Grab a cocktail, pull up a section of bar, or just hang out on the patio and take in this incredible, beautiful, and wonderful city. And remember folks, it's New York. Rule number 1, don't sleep. Rule number 2, don't stop. Happy eating, my friends.
Thanks so much for watching. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe. And if I left off your favorite pizza place and you're really upset about it, subscribe anyway and tell me why. Also, I realize I have just barely scratched the surface of all the amazing places NYC has to offer, so I'd love to hear your favorite places in the comments below. Look forward to seeing you soon from somewhere else in the world.